I need to learn how to do all those dances. Why, hello! Such a pretty fall-looking day there, and a wintry day here in Massachusetts. Hello and welcome to Court of the Rings, here on twitch.tv/LOTRO stream and youtube.com/Lord of the Rings/live. I am LOTRO's community manager, Cordovan, and I appreciate you being here with me today. We have kicked off our brand new Flora event. I can talk a little bit more about that, maybe give you a little bit of a heads up as to what we got going down in the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, I am on Landreval, continuing the main story, along with some kind of side stories and that on Dwinstrel the Dwarven Minstrel, here on Landreval. Hey Druid's Fire, hey Stage 541, appreciate you being here. Moved up the camera just a little bit, trying to figure out if I like it better here, or if I like it better here. I don't know. I'm trying something different. I'll put it here for today. Hey, Aldaleth. Hey, Connor. Yeah, you don't want to see me actually dancing, but nonetheless, here we are. Listening to some fine music as I prepare to enter Rivendell. Such a pretty looking place. Here to talk to Master Elrond at the last homely house in Rivendell. Taking a little stroll through the woods, as it were. $19.2, it's great. Hey, great. Glad to hear that. I can actually go over, I guess, some of the release notes maybe a little bit later on in the show today. They're not quite ready yet. I'm actually going to be doing some work throughout the day today to formally kind of get it done, but nonetheless, wow. How pretty, huh? Let me take off the UI just for a sec. Such a pretty looking area. But it's Rivendell, of course it is, right? That's what the elves are into. Hey, St. Joan 777, appreciate you being here. So yeah, our Green Floor event kicked off, I guess, a couple hours ago, and that event was basically drops more Green Flora plants in the area. So let me actually call up my formal announcement on it so I can make sure I've got the right things. It's basically the amount of verdant nodes is jacked up through Monday 2 a.m. Eastern. Alright, yeah, Green Flora bonus through December 11th. You can find more Buckthorn, Elf Spear, and Oxlip Flora. And like I say, that's something that we'll be doing more of here in the coming weeks and months, where we can tie the different kinds of flora that you can get.
Stay a moment.
That's cool. I'll do that in a little bit later. While I'm here, though, let me see if I've got some stuff I should repair / sell. No. Let's see. Looks like I did a lot of my selling already. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty okay. Got some room in my inventory. Pretty soon I'll start on about the architecture. Yeah, it probably will, actually. I do really like the architecture here, I have to admit. So, what can I say? It's purty. Can I comment on the brouhaha on the Bullroarer forums about the proposed Ithilien Essence upgrades? Yeah, I can talk a little bit about that. So I was talking we've been reading that Bullroarer feedback, so I went and talked to, say, the Bullroarer program people about that, along with um, Friendly Hat yesterday, and we kind of looked through the feedback to see what was going on there and whether any changes need to be made. And the end result is we are going to be boosting the amount of ingredients that you'll get through... Oh shoot, what's the name of the system? Where you like spend a bunch of ingredients to get the chest, I think it is. But it should be noted that that is actually intended to be the least productive way to get those new essences. There are about 4 or 5 different ways to get them. And let me actually call up my release notes as long as I'm talking about it. So a lot of the feedback tended to focus on a concern that this one method just, they turned in a whole bunch of stuff and didn't get anything. But the thing about that is that's not really intended to be a really good method to actually acquire this stuff. It's actually the least good way to do it. Let's see. Actually, let me call up my email here. I've got more updated notes than that. Sorry about kind of talking through it live. But for example, each crafting profession will get a new rare ingredient. You can find it in Throne of the Dread Terror, North Ithilien Flora, Featured Instances, and the Yule Festival. And actually, I believe there's a 5th way as well. Alright, so each crafting profession will get a new rare ingredient that can be found in Throne of the Dread Terror, North Ithilien Flora, Featured Instances, and the Yule Festival. The crafting items are tradable. Crafters will use these ingredients to make a Wild Essence barter item, which is also tradable. The recipes use the new ingredient, a universal solvent, normal crafting components, and an Ithilien essence. The recipes are free, automatically added to your crafting panel in 19.2. The North Ithilien Herbalist will give you an Ithilien infused essence box in exchange for a wild essence. The box allows you to choose the essence with the stat you desire. There's even a small chance the essence may be a legendary, masquerading as an incomparable. So the use of turning in North Ithilien Flora to get these new rare ingredients is one method to do it, but it's the least productive method. The percentage chance of getting a rare flora from turning in those things is exceptionally low. That said, we are actually boosting it up by about 150%, but it's still going to be pretty rare. So really the way you're going to want to get this stuff is Throne of the Dread Terror, Featured Instances, and the Yule Festival as a way to get that. So a lot of the feedback that was on Bullroarer is perfectly valid, but tended to focus in terms of, oh my god, the drop rate's too low, on the method that is intended to have the lowest drop rate of the item. That said, on Bullroarer in particular, you don't have a lot of people running Throne of the Dread Terror, the Yule Festival wasn't turned on, and people aren't running a lot of featured instances on Bullroarer. So it made sense that that was the method they sort of glommed onto to try to check out the new essences, but that's actually intended to be, like I say, the least productive way to get them. So, that said, we have heard the feedback, and we are actually boosting up the drop rate of those turn-ins, but still, it's going to be the least productive way to do it. I took the greater issue from the forums to be the random number-generated nature of the gold essences and the necessity of even doing it at all. Well, that is the new system, so I can understand what you're saying about the necessity of even doing it at all if you don't want to do it, but, you know, that is ultimately the new system here. The random number generated is also the way that it works out in terms of the percentage chance to get it through that one particular way of turning it in. Now, that RNG part can be removed as well. There are guaranteed ways to get the new ingredients. If you're talking about guaranteed ways to make the specifically... Let me see where I got my notes again. Call that up again. If you're talking about the small chance to make a legendary masquerading as an incomparable, that is a small chance. That does have some RNG involved, but that is not intended to be the default method of making these items. That is a rare. I mean, it is meant to be a particularly special event. But like I said, you are going to be getting, there are guaranteed ways to get the new essences without having to go through the trade-in system, which has, by its nature, a small percentage chance. Yule Festival equals best festival. Yeah, there you go. Open my Hobbit gifts? Yeah, I could probably do that. Tiny pile of silver scraps. And a tome of defense. Let's see. Sure, I'll do that. Alright. Anyway, I hope that answers your question a little bit. Now, we are going to be keeping an eye on further feedback of it. You know, if we need to make some further adjustment, we can, perhaps. But overall, we did respond to the bull roarer feedback in regard to the drop rate, and may end up doing... but did want to clarify that the main method that was being used on bull roarer is intended to be the least productive method of acquiring this stuff. So, what can I say? Sort of the way it rolls. Go update 19.2 on Bull Roarer tomorrow, or Oncom 19.2 next week, because all quests they comes new is not all functionated. Okay. 19.2 is set for next week. I'm not quite sure what issues there are still with the quests as they were seen in Bull Roarer. I'll need to double check with Tiber and others to see if that is the most recent version of those quests that it was seen on Bull Roarer, and if not, then kind of see where we go there. So, but I do appreciate the feedback on that. I don't have any skills to learn.
What can I do for you?
Bagpipe, drum, oh, flute. Heck yeah, I'll do that. In case you don't know, I am actually a flute player in real life. Oh, okay. So I need to pick up something there, huh? Well, I'll deal with that later. Nonetheless, let us speak with Elrond in the last homely house. I can't wait for my lore master to hijack the theater to tell the story of Bingo Boffin. Cool. You should play something on the stream? Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I actually, I could do that. You know, I have been a flute player since 5th grade in primary school. I've been in rock bands and jazz bands and such with it. I know. There's a lot of people like to make fun of folks for doing that, but you know what? I don't care.
Greetings to you.
It matters not to me. I dig the flute, and that's why I've been playing it for many years now. But yeah, I could bring it in someday. I actually have a collection of sort of flutes as well, which are pretty cool. Got like a crystal flute, a Kenyon reed flute, stuff like that. Are there plans to add more barter items to the wallet? The Sun brand from Erebor and the Hobnanigans tokens, just to name a few. I am not aware of any plans to do that. I'm guessing Elrond's at the top, huh? No? Where be you, Elrond? Townspeoples. Yeah, I don't know of any plans to do that. But, you know, it's cool. So yeah, we are set for next week on it. Scholars Guild, that's pretty rad. Not where I need to be, though. And his library study. Alright, well, where's his library study? Do I know any Lord of the Rings music? No, I don't actually, because I don't have any sheet music on it. I could learn it, though, pretty quickly. I'm a fairly quick learner on that kind of stuff. There's Bilbo's room. Guest chambers. Guess here. Hall of Fire? Head in there. Oh, above the Scholars Guild, okay. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Hello, Bilbo. Fine, don't talk to me. But yeah, I will actually take that as a task in the new year to kind of take a look at some Lord of the Rings music and see about playing it on the flute. Well, see, it is licensed stuff, right? So, you know, I can't just copy sheet music from something like that. Hello, Elrond.
A strange fate brings you hither.
Welcome, Winstrel. Well met. I understand Gandalf the Grey has sent you to me. That is well, for I do indeed have knowledge of our allies and enemies of old. Speak to Glorfindel by the stream outside my home. Go to the guest houses. Okay. I can do that. Hey Slogzer, over on YouTube. By the way, I keep forgetting to add the YouTube chat to Twitch here. They have a plugin now to do that, so hopefully I can do that in the near future. Are there any plans to make the flowers from Athelion bound to account? No. Sorry. No. That's the answer. Is there any plan to bring fellowship maneuvers more in line with higher levels and scaling? We've talked about it, just that there's a need to do that, but that's as far as it's gotten. So, no short-term plans to look at something like that. But you're not wrong. We're aware that that's something that we could well do. Let's see, do they have the guest houses on the map? Okay, there's one of the guest rooms. Last family house. The Spire of Meeting. Alright, well I guess I'm going over there then. Back to where I came. Don't talk about biscuits. I haven't had lunch yet. I wants them. You know, I should probably actually head back to where I was so I can speak to Gandalf. But, you know. In case you haven't heard, the Tolkien professor just announced on the forums that he's going to be doing a book series taking a look at Lord of the Rings lore along with Silmarillion stuff from inside of the game. So it's a combination of book reading, lore talk, book club thing, and also in-game meetup. And that's going to be happening on the various servers, and you can find out more about that by going to the forums. Like I say, you just posted up a link to it, and you can find that link as well on any of our social media sites.
What do
Hello,
you need?
Legolas. I'm a minstrel of some note. That's right, I see sharp. I was sent here with dire news, which I will only speak of in Master Elrond's council. There's another matter of import that needs to be addressed. Great spiders, southern Rookwood, go to the Scuttledills. Yeah, I can do that. Hello,
What do you
Boromir.
need?
Yeah, I'll do some goblin killing for you. Glorfindel is the last one. I assume that Glorfindel is somewhere else. You know, I'm actually going to head back into blah blah blah. In Breland. Maybe I should find a stable master and just take care of it that way. There we go. Let me speak to the stable master. Outside the homely house? Yeah, I'll be heading back there anyway. Yeah, the scenery in Rivendell is really something here. I am truly impressed. So anyway, that's pretty cool that the Tolkien professor is going to be doing that. You can find out a whole bunch more info on that by going to the forums and social media. I also happen to know that Gussie Moose is also organizing a book talk, so that may be something you might want to take a look at as well. And I can't remember where she's got that set up. Stable Master, there we go.
Megervannen.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, hers is set for her channel, which is Gussie Moose 1, and that's twitch.tv/Gussie Moose 1. Alright, let me speak to Mr. Gandalf. Yo, G, what's up? The freebie of the week. Simple rally horn, it's get together, one to account. Cool stuff. Is that Malin right over there? Alright. In case you haven't been paying attention as well, we do have our December deals kicking off. You know, they started last week and going again this Thursday. Some really good deep discounts on things if you're interested in that. For Extra Life, I'm running behind on getting everyone their stuff, but I'm working on it. Between this and the Dungeons & Dragons side, I kind of tripled my work this year, which is cool. But it also means that I tripled my work this year. And so the amount of free time that I thought I'd have has not equaled the amount of time I've actually had. And so I'm running a little behind. And I apologize for being a little late on that, but there you go.
Be of service?
Alright, I can do that. Jump onto a table and sing the tale of Leland's lunch. How do I do that? Do I just say sing? Well, I want that thing. How do I do that? I don't know this thing. How to do that? How do I sing? Oh, there we go. Well, of course. Dwinstrel. Quite the singer
What
he
can
is.
I do for you?
I'll take that minstrel's friend. That looks pretty rad. Does more than one level 10 item. So there we go. Alright, hey, glad I did that. Got the chance to sing. Now I gotta speak to Gandalf. Where ye be, Mr. Wizard? I believe ye are up the stairs. There we go.
Why do you disturb me?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm all that disturbing. Hey, Dwinstrel, it's been too long since, but by the look of your face, I surmise that your presence here is not to extend mere courtesies to me. You, of course, Strider. Yes, of course, Strider is the one you seek, though he is no longer here. Angmar's rise is grim news indeed, but I am not surprised. Nevertheless, I cannot turn aside from my own task, for the fate of all Middle-earth hangs upon it. I shall deliver your message to the Ranger. Now go, for it is in your hands to end the plots of the Witch King. Whether east or north, I bid you good fortune. Farewell.
I need your assistance.
Find Radagast. Alright. Yeah, he called me disturbing, you know. I mean, I may not have be the prettiest face in the bunch, but disturbing might be a little rough. Not all of us have magical powers to look better, you know? Alright, so I'm heading, am I right that I'm heading to the southern Bree Fields here? Is that correct? Yeah, okay. Northern Bree Fields. January 3rd, her normal stream time, for Gussie Moose's show. Very cool. Will the Dread Terror always get gear upgrades? Let me try to get on the right path. Will the Dread Terror always get gear upgrades so it is always endgame stuff for PvE, and can the Terror Raid be increased in level if the level cap goes up? I think it might be a bit much to ask for it to always be endgame forever. But as you've seen, we are doing some gear upgrades with it. And I would never say never on doing further upgrades if we want to. But I don't think that the plan is to make it the endgame raid for the end of time. You know, through the end of time. But I appreciate that you like it that much. Hello.
How can I be of service?
Hmm.
Greetings. How can I be of service? How can I be of service?
Alright, so take my horse. Ridgewater Pass to...
How can I be of service?
There we go. Have we implemented the Yule Festival yet? No. Because we have some new stuff going in with the Yule Festival, so it's gonna basically be, if not day and date with 19.2, then in, like, the next day. So that'll be next week. And actually, I should be able to look up the exact when on that. The Yule Festival will begin 10 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, December 15th. So, a week from right now, you'll be able to play the Yule Festival with all the new goodies that it contains. Don't hit the tree! Ah! Poor horsey. Nice. Yeah, I was just saying, there's some pretty nasty business that we're just sort of zooming past. Still a pretty long trek. Will the monster player's critical damage buff they currently have on Bull Roarer be the same on live, or has there been a nerf? My understanding is that what is on Bull Roarer will be going live, except for the bug part of it. You know, the intention is to improve PvE for stuff. So, let's see, the Weaver's Trapdoor Sanctuary cooldown has been increased from 3 to 5 minutes. Warg's Disappear cooldown increased from 3 to 5. Monster Player Devastate damage increased and unified to a 2.5 times multiplier. Mitigation Corruptions have been increased, and critical rating corruptions critical rating values have been buffed, and the corruption now adds 10% critical damage per rank. So yes, all that stuff will be going live here with 19.2, but my understanding is there was a bug in particular on Bull Roarer that is not going to be going live. Yeah, there's the orcs they're talking about. Nice. I'll be back for you later. And we'll see. Like I said, I have seen some tears from the Freeps about the creep buff, which is kind of funny because what, just like 2 weeks ago, we were seeing lots of tears from the creeps about the Freeps. So. Guess you could never win. Yeah, I know, that sky, very beautiful, huh? Man, I am taking a long trek. Going all the way to the base of Weathertop, huh? Cool. Any news on level 105 PVMP armor? No. Sorry, no news to pass along there. If we're way off on the balance for Freeps versus Creeps, then we'll take another look at it. But overall, we've been hearing more that Creeps needed a buff than Freeps needed, you know, are struggling. One of the issues is you know, Creeps tend to be buffed by tier, right? Whereas just the natural process of buffing player characters tends to buff Freeps. Jeez. Sure, I'm glad that horse is there. I never would have found you otherwise. Candaith.
How can I be of service? Greetings.
Sure. I'll take care of some orcs for you.
How can I be of service? What do you need?
Cool. Alright, so from here, what am I doing? Taking care of orcs in the area. The, Crabane. Alright. Let's do that. It's a little gross having all these eyeballs in my pocket. But hey, if he wants it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with crafting here at some point. Da-dum-dum. Bravons, okay. Alright, first time joining the live stream, trying to find out about an ongoing issue with 3 key Lore Master Book legacies, first reported a while ago. And do we know if there are any fixes planned for the target resistance, fire or damaging or debuffing skills? Not working for over a year. Fire and damage have no effect. Debuff questionable, less than 1% effect. I don't personally know about that, but I will copy that into a notepad file and double check with QA when I'm off the air here in a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. Oh no, my poor leg. Any plans on making the extracts from Flora account bound? No. Second time I've been asked this question today. I know, right? You guys want to farm it on whoever you want to farm it on. But I've not heard of any plans to do that, sorry. I am just the bringer of sad. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a deliberate design decision to make it character bound. Oh man, I ain't seeing enough orcs. Ah, there you go. No new Ettenmore's equipment? Question mark. I'm not aware of any. We do have, you know, the new equipment coming with 19.2 with the new Flora. Are universal toolkits rare? I have 3 of them already and haven't played very much. Why can I not sell or destroy them? I don't know. Sorry. Who is this guy? I don't recognize him. Yeah, I know, right? Movember is done. Yeah, so the ugly stash is gone. I'm back to my clean Chauvin self. I'm probably going to grow a beard again, but whatever. I will have a beard again. It helps define my otherwise kind of double-chinned face, so I tend to do it. It's genetic, man. What can I say? Climb into Weathertop. Get on the horse. I have a young Stephen King look to me. Hey, I'll take that. Better than Don Knotts. Yeah. Although I like Don Knotts. Not trying to bash the poor guy. He is pretty rad. Hey, here I am, dancing on Weathertop. Get rid of some evil birds. Sweet. Well, that's nice. So I'm actually going to let me do this real quick before I wrap up the show. We'll probably wrap it up from staying on top of Weathertop here. And let me go and actually find my notes here. And we can end this stream by talking a little bit about that stuff. Make sure there's no major exploits I don't want to give out. Looks like we're okie doke. Oops. Might not let me show it. There we go. That'll take care of it. Do it the old-fashioned way. So, let me actually move to a slightly better scene for this. Actually, no. I'll leave where I am. Alright, so, Hunter trait points have been refunded because Hunters... Oh. Take care of the birdie there, quick. That way I'm not, killed by birds on my way out. Should I commit suicide? Take a jump? There we go. Alright, back to there we go. Hunter trade points have been are going to be refunded here with 19.2, and the reason for that is the Exsanguinate skill now properly scales with weapon damage. Perseverance trait improves press onward, heal, and power by 10, 20, 30. There we go. Blood Arrow is now a general hunter skill automatically granted at level 40. It has its normal power cost instead of morale. Blood on Arrow trait rank 1 now heals 20% max morale on hit. This is all basically related to feedback we've received recently. Deed, Slayer of North Ithilien, now properly lists Easterling Slayer of North Ithilien as one of its objectives. The Explorer of North Ithilien Deed now properly lists another one of its objectives. So here's kind of a biggie. This is Property Writs. Property Writs will be given in refund for abandoned, foreclosed, or transferred premium housing. What the writs are is they're going to be a voucher that you'll be able to turn in later, not with 19.2, perhaps with 19.3, to buy a premium house in lieu of mithril coins. They'll be bound to account. The refund value of the writ is equal to the purchase price for a server transfer. It will have a lesser value when used for abandoned or foreclosed homes. What this is meant to address is an issue where premium housing cannot currently be dealt with during a server transfer. So we wanted to have some kind of solution out there so that people who are doing that would be able to keep their premium houses. And this is what we're going to do. So Property Writs will be the answer. It's basically an item you're going to take with you and then repurchase a new home on your new home world. But it also is going to work for an issue where if you don't pay the upkeep of your home or whatever, you're going to have a way to get your house back at a significantly reduced rate. And so that's what that's about. We're adding auctioneers to the Cape of Belphilus, and we'll have more info on the Property Writs, I think, as we get closer to it, but they're going to debut in 19.2 and be usable, like I said, maybe 19.3. Pelennor Essences of Morale will drop where Superlative Essences of Morale once did in Throne of the Dread Terror. They're item level 270. Challenge chests are going to have a chance to drop tokens for legendary bracelets. They're item level 258 with 3 sockets. This is largely in response to some of the folks who are not particularly happy with us related to the Flora items. Oh my god, my Flora stuff is too good. Dang it. I'm gonna get rid of that because it looks ugly. New tier of Ithilien infused essences introduced. You've already seen this on the live forums, but it has some new stats there. Each crafting profession, like I say, will get a new rare ingredient found in Throne of the Dread Terror, North Ithilien Flora, featured instances in the Yule Festival. These crafting items are tradable, and I already went through all that stuff. So there's multiple ways to get it. We already went through the PvMP stuff as well. We do have 17 new quests and deeds added in North Ithilien, including 9 repeatable quests. Fix a bunch of typos. Fix an issue with Thorin's Hall task. Fix some tooltips. More flora growing around south of the crossroads in Ithilien. Basically giving you more chances to get that stuff. Orcs and Narcost will no longer have peculiar-looking entries in the combat log. A couple minor things there, I guess. You can't kill Pebble anymore. The boundary transition between North and South Ithilien is more natural. Not quite sure what they mean by that, but there we go. Yule Festival back. Newly available, a new kite, cloak, cozy set of robes, travel mount, warsteed comparison, warsteed antlers, warsteed saddle, warsteed leggings, and a warsteed tailpiece. Cool stuff. Also some Ithilien essence fragments to give away if you complete her quest. Oh, that is a bit of a one. We're going to get rid of the loot swapping and throw into the Dread Terror. And we fixed the fountain issue. So there we go. Early look at the release notes for 19.2, set to go live next week. Speaking of Warsteed Antlers, I feel there should be Warsteed Moose Antlers. Yeah. There's a quest later that sends me to Weathertop, yeah, I assume so. I just wanted to go up there, because why not? What is the name of this outfit? I don't actually know. Let me look that up. So I got it, you know, because I'm an employee, I tend to get a lot of extra freebies that were given out for various things. And so my current outfit is... Helm of the Eastment. Yeah, so a lot of Eastment stuff. Cloak of the Earlingus? Earlingus? Yeah, so basically I'm wearing a lot of Eastment related stuff. Except for the cloak. Why is the stun immunity on Freep not made? Sorry, don't know. No, I am in favor of moose antlers. You know, there we go. Sorry, I don't know what you mean about the stun immunity on Freep. Is there a preview server like Lamania for LOTRO? Yep, it's called Bull Roar. You can find out more about that by going to the LOTRO forums. There's a Bull Roar section that'll get you set up there. Can we get the devs to give us a switch and options to turn off legendary level up messages? You can pass that suggestion along. And like I say, I'm sorry I don't entirely know that PvP question. If I had a good answer for you, I'd let you know. Give me Lorien housing, Class Russo on YouTube says. Yep. When is the Yule Fest on December 11th? It'll start at 10 o'clock Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern. Any date for update 20 too early yet? Sorry. Let me kill the sharp eye lookout and then call it a shear. Thank you very much for watching Court of the Rings here on twitch.tv/LotraStream and youtube.com/LordOfTheRings/live. We have got a lot of streamers on Lotro Stream, so you can find our full schedule over on the Twitch page. We do have a Google Calendar as well. All this stuff gets archived to both Twitch and YouTube. The nice thing about YouTube is you can subscribe to individual playlists. So just find the shows you like, subscribe to those playlists, and get their videos. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel just to get the whole shebang in your feed. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the North Ithilien Flora event that kicked off today. Lots more green flora available. And I will be back next week, noon Eastern, for Court of the Rings. Have fun.